Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Blaze here. It was my birthday a few days ago, on the 18th. It's the 22nd at time of recording, so colour me shocked when the postman actually dropped something off. So a little bit delayed in the mail by the sound of things. You can thank... Well, I live in England, so basically everything is delayed as a result of Brexit and various other issues that we inexplicably thought were good ideas at the time. So I thought I'd show you what I got for my birthday from my companions. So, yeah. One thing you need to know before I show you this, I am a little bit weird. So with that in mind, yeah. They sent me some more Final Fantasy themed plushies for my already fairly extensive collection. So we have a cacti here, which... These are usually pretty cheap on eBay, but inexplicably I've never actually bought one. Like, they're like £8. I could have got this at any point, but I just never got round to it. So, nice to finally plug that hole in my little plushie collection. A new chocobo. I collect chocobos above all things. You will see that in a moment. That is the Final Fantasy XI chocobo plushie. Brings back some fond memories of my time playing Final Fantasy XI. I was part of the Valor Force server. This was, what, like 12, 15 years ago, something like that. Now it's a long time. I think my best friend actually benefited more from that gameplay than I did, because the white mage from my old group, she was going through a few personal problems, so we helped her out, and she sort of became, you know, real-life friend as a result. She eventually married my childhood rival, for want of a better term, and yeah, they've got 2 kids together now, so he went from dickhead to married to a gorgeous white mage because I wanted to run around a fantasy world with a chocobo, so you're welcome, dickhead. Yeah. We have Lightning here from Lightning Returns, by the look of it, with the shield and whatnot. Like, she has a very big head, but then you kind of expect that from Lightning. So, yeah, like little chibi Lightning there. It's quite adorable. I'm not the biggest fan of 13, but that's still pretty cool. And a Moogle from Final Fantasy 12, by the look of things. So I like Moogles. Moogles are cool. That's not the best Moogle, because of course the best Moogle is your classic Moogle, like that one. Oh yeah, I should mention, by the way, that despite the fact that I turned 35 on the 18th, and therefore I am definitely too old for this stuff, I still collect it. I don't even care. I really don't give a shit what people think, so let's give you the tour. Apologies for the state of my room, by the way. It is an absolute disaster because I never entertain. Various bears, and you start seeing that there's quite a few chocobo related items around, you know, like we've got the black mage there. Yeah, you may also notice the Buster Sword. That's seen some action over the years. Yeah. Funny story about that Buster Sword, actually. Not long after I bought it, I was living in a tower block, which was a little bit on the rough side over in Coventry, and some dickhead was going along doors, basically banging on people's doors at like 4 o'clock in the morning, trying to score drugs. And I couldn't sleep anyway. I was having a bad day. So I was just swinging the sword around in my flat, just, you know, breaking down some cardboard boxes and whatnot, just to get the stress out. And I wasn't thinking, because again, it's 4 in the morning and I'm pissed off. So I went to answer the door with that slung over my shoulder, like, what? What do you want? And he's just like, nothing. I don't need anything at all. That's quite fine, mate. He vanished and nobody ever saw him again. Doing a bit of public service there as far as I'm concerned. I have the little Moogle electronic chat pad here. My kind of sort of girlfriend sent me that because, well, I'm a writer, so she thought that having something to quickly jot down notes would be very helpful, and she was absolutely correct. That thing has saved so many ideas it beggars belief, so thank you for that, sweetheart. On such a girlfriend, you may have noticed the conspicuous Hatsune Miku that doesn't seem to belong with the rest of the collection here. There's a story behind that as well. Basically, my ex-girlfriend went back to Japan after her dad died. She had to basically take over the family business. And yeah, it's obviously I'm in England, she's in Japan. That's just not going to work. So we parted on good terms. We remain good friends to this day, but obviously we had to break up. Sucks, but you know, it's just the nature of things. She was a huge Miku, what still is a huge Miku fan, so she bought herself the cuddly Miku here to cheer herself up after the breakup. Didn't bother to check who was signed in on her eBay app. It was in fact me. I'd ordered a few things the day before, and yeah, end result is that she paid for that Miku, sent it through my account to my address using my money. Thanks for that. So now the thing is that it'll cost like 30 odd quid to package it up and send it overnight to Tokyo, whereas it'll just cost her like $5 to go down to the shop and buy herself another one. So we just agreed that I should just keep it as a memento. So now I've got a random Miku just sat on my shelf. So the pride and joy of my little collection here: gold, black, blue, green, yellow. That's the full set of the 1998 Bam Presto Chocobos. You can only get those out of those UFO catcher machines, and even then, only in Japan, and only like 20 odd years ago. These are disgustingly rare. It took me ages to track down the full set. Absolutely ages. And they do nothing. They just sit there. They're hyper expensive pieces of fluff. Because the black one there is actually how I got started. I was just pissing around with my first big paycheck. And I just bought that as a joke, and then I found out there was a set, so I thought, oh, screw it, I've got nothing else to do. Let's see if I can track down the full set. Took me like 15 years, but I got them all. So you may have noticed I also have an aetherite crystal here, little motion sensor lamp. That's quite a handy bit of kit, because it means I don't have to put the big light on when I get up to go to pee in the middle of the night, because it's motion activated. And by the dim glow, I'd say the batteries are running low, so I should sort that out when I'm done with this. And then over there on the very messy sofa, I apologise for that, is my giant Chocobo head cushion. And here's where I get really bloody childish. My Chocobo wearable blanket. Because it gets cold around here. So, yeah, I can throw this on. It's probably the dumbest thing I've ever spent actual physical money on, but I don't care. There's a little cuddly Ishtola there on my bedside cabinet next to the Eevee. So, yeah. So that's what I do with my time when I'm not writing books, or at least trying to write books. Yeah, productivity's a little low at the moment because it's so bloody hot around here I can't focus. But, yeah. So that's what my companions decided to send me for my 35th. Like I said, I am definitely too old for pretty much all of this, but who cares? Be yourself, like what you like, live however you want to live. It's nobody's business but your own at the end of the day. If I want to collect cuddly chocobos, that's my fucking business. So there's your life lesson for the day. Even at 35, don't give a shit about the popularity contest. So, anyway, I've rambled on long enough, so I'm going to go and capitalise on the good mood I get from receiving shiny things, albeit a few days late. I'm going to go see if I can leverage that good mood into some work. So, yeah, hopefully that will mean that the technical issues we're having around here at Guiding Light will be fixed soon, and sample chapters will be forthcoming. So, yeah, that's about it from me, and from the vast collection of rainbow-coloured fluff around here. So, catch you next time.